Hey everyone, it's Stranger Grayson here. Welcome back to another horror movie review. Today, we'll be taking a look at another of the Child's Play movies, and this is the second one in the franchise. A lot of whom many consider their second or their favorite of the series. And I gotta be honest, this pick might be controversial. Maybe, maybe not, but I thought this was better than the original film. And that movie is, of course, Child's Play 2, which came in a 7-movie collection pack that I have. Movie was released in 1990, I believe, 2 years after the first one. I'm not sure they intended to start a franchise with this, but this was a very great franchise to start with. It comes with a slipcover, but the slipcover and literally the case are the exact same thing. So I guess it just comes with the slipcover as extra protection, and also probably because of this, because it moves, you know. So, A Child's Play 2. What is it about? Child's Play 2 picks up, I think, like a year or so after the original, or 2 years. Andy's 8 now. And he has been put into like this foster care system. You know, he's just been going through a lot, especially with all these Chucky, or the good guy dolls. He's terrified of them now. His mom has been placed in an institution after the events of the last movie because she refused to deny her son's claims. She backed up his story, and she got placed in a mental hospital. But the two cops, Mike Norris and his partner Jack, I believe, they denied the claims because they knew nobody else would believe them, and then they would get in trouble too. But of course, Andy's mom is not going to betray him like that. So Karen Barkley gets locked away and for mental care. So Andy's left in foster care. He eventually gets picked up by this couple named Phil and Joanne, who also have another child on their hands, which is, her name is Kyle. But we also find out that after the events of the first film, the Good Guy Company got a lot of backlash, and they tried burying it up under the rug by fixing the old toy and to prove that nothing was wrong with it. However, while they're mid-process fixing it, they bring Chucky back to life. They don't know it, but they accidentally do. But while they are fixing him, an electrician, or one of the Good Guy factory workers, he gets electrocuted and gets killed trying to fix him. So they bury it up under the rug, acted like nothing happened. They try to get rid of the doll just to get rid of all this nonsense. But by fixing him, they brought Chucky back to life, Charles Lee Ray. He's able to find out where Andy is after 2 years. And he shows up to his house. And once he shows up, weird things start happening again, and Andy is starting to realize that Chucky might be back to kill him, and Chucky is, of course, back because he needs to get Andy's soul, because he's the first person that he told a secret to. So, Andy now has to defend himself from Chucky once again. Child's Play 2 was a very interesting film to watch. A lot of people say that, you know, the original is better. Original is always going to be better than the sequels. Nothing tops it. But in my personal opinion, I do think there are some sequels that are better than the first film. One of those being Friday the 13th, and another one of those being, what's it called? Evil Dead. As well as the not Jaws. I still think the first one is the best one. But there are some franchises out there that I do think the first one will always be the best. However, in this case, I think the second one massively improves on the events of the first film and how it was directed. Of course, Don Mancini's still here. This is sort of his brainchild. He doesn't direct it. He doesn't become director until, like, I think Seed of Chucky. But this film was just very well directed, very great writing. I love the relationship between Kyle and Andy. They're like brother and sister in the movie. Even though they're foster kids, they really do feel like brother and sister. Andy sort of like putting on this defensive role now when he couldn't really fight back in the first film. I do enjoy that aspect. Phil is kind of a dick, if I got to be honest. I don't like his character. Joanne's fine until after a tragedy happens, but I think for the most part these characters were well written and very realistic. Brad Dourif comes back to do the voice of Chucky. Does an amazing performance. I think he's got some one-liners here. He gets a lot more in the third film, though, from what I'm aware of. The kills in this film, I think, were a lot better than the first film. At least most of them were. Like, there's one where a teacher gets beaten to death with a yardstick, and then there's another one where a factory employee, gets his eyes gouged out and replaced with, like, some toy eyes. You'll see that later on towards the end of the film. Other than that, I won't spoil any of the other kills because I really want you guys to watch this film. It was a great time. Some awesome practical effects. I'm glad Don Mancini is sticking with this franchise even up into the TV series because, wow, this has been great. The ending, one of the best climaxes and one of the best ways to end the film, if not the best way that I've seen a horror film end in a long time. Probably a way better ending than the first film. I'm not sure if the third film is going to top this, but who knows. Alex Vincent is once again Andy, does an amazing performance. I don't think he's in the third film, though. But he does come back in Curse of Chucky as like a cameo. And I think he's in the TV show. But Alex Vincent, once again, great performance by him. But other than that, this film has been a really good ride. Just great practical effects. I think the tone was really cool. I like how Chucky, he used to be like this killer that was in the background, but now Chucky, he's face front, right there center. You already know it's Chucky that's really alive. He's really alive. He's possessed. He's coming after Andy. You already knew that, so I like how they just kind of rush forward to where Chucky comes alive. You already know he's alive. They don't have to do this like whodunit, was it really Chucky, like they did for the first film. I enjoy that we get right to the action with Chucky. Like, he gets a kill right. Shoot. I mean, like, he doesn't even do the first kill with the worker and at the start of the film, so he gets a higher body count than he does in the first one. Other than that, though, this film has been great. It's not a perfect film. No film I've seen has been like perfect 10 out of 10 so far. This may change, but I don't think every film's going to be perfect, but overall it's just been a great time watching this film. Watched it last night. I couldn't wait to get a review on it today. And overall, there's just been a very great film. Brad Dourif, Alex Vincent, who played Kyle? Does it say? I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't. But I'm a bit nervous to get to Child's Play 3. I know a lot of people say it's one of the worst sequels in the franchise. I don't know. I've only seen it like a handful of times, and that was like 8-9 years ago, so my opinion may change on the film. But without further ado, that is pretty much my review on Child's Play 2. Fantastic film. Way better than the original, in my opinion. Well, not way better, but definitely better quality, better made, better writing than the first film. Definitely has a higher body count. I like how they get straight with the action in the film. And I do like the tagline, "Sorry, Jack, Chucky's back." I thought that was just an amazing, or funny tagline for the film. Not amazing, it was just funny. If I had to rate this film on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd easily give this a 9.5. It's not a perfect film, but still probably the best in the franchise by many. This could change for me if I watch other films, but as for now, this has been my favorite out of the two. This may change with Child's Play 3. I don't know. We'll have to see. But that has been my review on Child's Play 2. Let me know down in the comment section down below what your thoughts on what the film were. Did you enjoy it? Did you despise it? Is it your favorite of the franchise? Is it one of your least favorites? Please let me know. We'd love to hear some discussions down in the comments. Within the next couple days, I'll try to get Child's Play 3 watched and reviewed. But until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next horror movie review. God bless, and have a great day. Bye, everyone.